So I'm sure a lot of you have seen this or something very similar to this make its rounds around Facebook or other social media this week. So I actually wanted to look into it and actually like verify that these people didn't walk out or I mean stuff like that, like what they said on their social media. So I actually went and like checked every individual on here, and so I want to walk you guys through that. And basically, I don't know if anyone of these, in this group walked out of the Grammys after that, like, satanic performance by, like, Sam Smith and the other person. But I do want to walk through the people that are listed here, your Toby Max, Phil Wickham, whatever. So I want to first start out by showing you these people individually. Brand Lake is, like, the only one who kind of spoke out about this, though it was like very generic. But I do want to be balanced with this. So Toby Mac, he had an interview, I believe it was before this happened. So I don't want to mischaracterize him. But yeah, so they're asking questions about the music industry. And he's like, people that are, good. And you think the music industry is, so separate from LA, New York, Nashville. We come together. It's a beautiful thing. It's a family. So that's, I don't know, to me, very striking because you're at the, you're at the Grammys right now. Like that. This, it says, come out and be separate. So, saith the Lord. So that's very telling right there. And moving forward, so then he says, this is another post he made shortly after the Grammys. And he does say, on Monday after the craziness of the Grammys, but but he doesn't, what craziness? Like, was it just a lot of people there, or was it what happened? So he never really specifies. So that's very vague. And then Phil Wickham, he's just saying, oh, look at this, I'm got nominated, blah blah. And then King and Country, for King and Country, it feels important this day and age to pause, celebrate these moments, whatever, and just basically just going around like just saying, oh hey, we want to give a hand to Kirk Franklin, Maverick City, like just totally, like, you can tell these people are all together, just kind of being a part of it, their crowd and their team and stuff. So yeah, so there's more about that. And then another thing, a very Grammy morning in our hotel room, hitting the red carpet now, just basically showing behind the scenes and all that, like, just I don't know, to me kind of boastful. More stuff, Rebecca St. James, you already saw them together, welcome to the Grammy Awards, blah blah, got nominated, whatever. Brand Lake was actually kind of the only one that really, he's still saying, hey, I headed home with 4 Grammys, whatever. But he, I saw a video of him at the Grammys, and he actually was, he did, I think, mention, Jews in that. So, to that I'm thankful. Everyone else is, just kind of saying God, and I don't know, I kind of think that, Jesus is more offensive, like, I don't want to get on a tangent here, but like, so if you have like a Christian song and you say God, like, that's palatable to basically everyone, Islam and Judaism. So and yeah, so he's this is just stuff that these people are posting after. So I'm just kind of showing you guys, I don't see them really speaking out against this stuff, and if they do, it's very vague. So, oh, you got 4 Grammy wins, blah, blah, still can't believe this. Maverick City Music, this is what they're posting. And then, yeah, so this is all the stuff they're posting. Like, they're, like, so, I don't see any of them talking, oh, well, that was, crazy what happened with Sam Smith, that's very satanic, and I don't see them, speaking out against that at all. So they're just, promoting. This thing, Brand Lake again. So this is probably the most outspoken thing out of that entire list I showed you in the beginning. He says, celebrating all that God has done while also wrestling with the display of such darkness, praying for our country. So that's probably the only, I mean, it's vague, but still, at least I actually understand, what he's talking about. So I do give, credit to Brand Lake there. So, Bethel Music was also named, and this is what they're speaking out against. They're promoting their merchandise. What does the Bible say about making merchandise of people? So yeah, again, Rebecca St. James. Half these people I've never even heard of before. I'm just going off the list of what we saw in the first picture. So, yeah, just basically, oh, I'm so happy. Great Grammy weekend. Blah blah. And then Chandler Moore is another one. So he's just, celebrating, congratulations, 11 Grammy nominations. You know what I mean? Like just, yeah, 4 Grammys. This one really blew me away. And so Kirk Franklin, and the winner is me. Like, I posted this on Facebook, and like people are just like, oh my goodness, how arrogant, and whatever. And I don't even want to show this for too long because honestly, the woman could be, it could be a stumbling block for some men. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go live tonight, around 7 Eastern to talk about blah blah. How I feel about the Grammys yesterday. And honestly, I did not, listen to this. So hypothetically, he could have spoken out against that, like during, how I felt about the Grammys yesterday. I didn't listen to it, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here. I don't know if he, spoke out against it or not. So, Chris Tomlin, promoting himself, look at all those Grammys behind them, promote. Again, I had the opportunity to go to the Grammys and, blah, blah. So yeah, that's basically it.